Hello, everybody. So everybody now is muted. That doesn't mean you cannot talk or speak or sing or do anything you want. It just means that we're not all the 60 plus families who are together are going to do it at the same time. But we're counting on everybody singing. Over here at home, you can say hi. Few of us will do some singing from our end, but we're counting on you to do on your own. Don't let us be there doing this alone. Everything is going to be on the screen, so hopefully we can all get that started and do it soon. And I will be sharing the screen and hopefully see you on the sides. So we have a big Seder to do with lots of steps. So let's get started. So the first step, let's sing together. So since we're all here together, Hine Matov, how good it is that we're all here. Let us join. Hine Matov u'manaim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manaim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov, Hine Matov. Ya la la ya la 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 la. Hine matov, hine matov. Ya la la ya la 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 la. So this night should be a different night, different from all other nights, and certainly different from any other Passover night we had before. So hopefully you have candles at home. If you do, this will be a perfect time for all of us to join together and light our holiday candles. So let us join. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel yom tov. Our next step, and this is a wonderful step, we'll do it many times. We need to drink 4 cups of wine, and we're gonna start with the first. So make sure everybody at home has their cup of wine. It doesn't have to be Manischewitz. It can be other wines like this. You want some wine? It can be Manischewitz. That's up to you. And for the young people, something you like to drink, maybe grape juice or anything that we like to drink. And we're all together. So this is a long kiddush, special for a holiday. So let us raise a cup and we can join. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'am ורוממנו מכל לשון, וקידשנו במצוותיו. ותיתן לנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה, מועדים לשמחה, חגים וזמנים לששון. את יום חג המצות הזה, זמן חירותנו, מקרא קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ומועדי קודשך בשמחה ובששון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש ישראל והזמנים. And right before we drink the wine, this is a special moment, and we always are taught to appreciate the moment in which we are. And this Passover may not be one that we saw coming, may not be exactly what we had in mind or what we had in our plans, but this is the moment in which we are, and we can all be connected and recognize this moment and make the most out of it. And there will be a great Passover too, and we can make it so. So let us join with Shechayan. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. L'chaim, let us now drink our cup of wine. So we have hopefully our Passover plates all ready for all of us. So we have our Passover plate right here. And among other things, we should have something that says karpas, some green. People use different things. In my home tradition, we use celery. And we should have also some salty water representing tears or slavery. And we think of all those afflicted back then and now. And so let's everybody grab a piece of this celery. We're going to dip him in the salty water. And once we've done that, we can join for the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam boreh peri ha'adama. That's it. All right, everybody ready to sing? It's a tradition that the younger people sing this, asking the questions, but we're gonna all ask the questions together. How is this night different from all other nights? And we have 4 different questions. Hopefully we'll see the answer soon. So, let us join. מה נשתנה כלילה הזה מכל הלילות, מכל הלילות, שבכל הלילות איננו מטבילים אפילו פעם אחת, אפילו פעם אחת. הלילה הזה, שתי פעמים, הלילה הלילה הזה שתי פעמים, שבכל הלילות אנו אוכלים חמץ ומצה, חמץ ומצה. הלילה הזה, כולו מצה. הלילה הזה, כולו מצה. שבכל הלילות אנו אוכלים שאר ירקות, שאר ירקות. הלילה הזה, כולו מרור. הלילה הזה, כולו מרור. שבכל הלילות אנו אוכלים בין יושבין ובין מסובין, בין יושבין ובין מסובין. הלילה הזה, כולנו מסובין. הלילה הזה, כולנו מסובין. So what's different? Everything is different, and we're going to begin finding out the answer. But first, let's do what Ashton here is doing. And he's married to Mila, who's Jewish. So I'm sure they're having a Seder right now as we speak, somewhere in California. So let's grab the matzah. So hopefully we have some matzah. So we're gonna grab one of the matzah that we have, and we are going to break it in two. And we're going to take the big part and wrap it, hide it. This is the afikoman. The children or whoever or the adults all can then look for it, especially the children should be looking for it. It's gonna be hidden. And if you find it at home, hopefully there'll be a great reward coming after that. So this is our afikoman. We're gonna save that and then bring back the matzah. Yeah. We're hiding this. So now that that's hidden, let's remember why is it that we are having this matzah. So ha lachma aniya, let's read together. Ha lachma aniya, the bread that we ate in Mitzrayim. All who are hungry, let them come and eat. Ha lachma aniya, all who are in need, let them come and celebrate. Ha lachma aniya, next year may we all be free. Ha lachma aniya, the bread that we ate in Mitzrayim. And let's read this last part. All who are staying at home, let them now be connected with us. This year we wave online. Next year we'll hug in person. And having done that, one of the great sections of the Haggadah is the 4 children. And that represents different attitudes, different people, different parts of us, different ways of approaching this holiday. Enjoy.
Karpus, Beitzah, Zeroa, Chroset, Maror, and of course, Matzah. Aren't I wise? I know all about Passover. We were slaves in Egypt. Then Moses got up in Pharaoh's face with frogs and locusts all, "Let my people go." And then Pharaoh was like, "Yo, enough already, get out of here." To honor my parents, I'll ask a question at the Seder tonight. What is the meaning of all this? Of all the commandments, laws, and traditions that God commanded you? After all, I am the wise son. I want to know.
Oh, please, Mr. Wise Guy, lighten up. He drives our parents crazy. I can't believe we're still doing this. I mean, hello, pharaohs? They don't exist anymore. There was an exodus, movement of the people. We're free. Why do we need to sit around for a zillion hours every year talking about it? Mom, Dad, Aunt Ruth, what's the meaning of all this Seder stuff to you?
I can't believe he would say such a thing. How pompous.
Look who's calling me pompous.
If you were in Egypt, God wouldn't have freed you.
Well, if you were in Egypt, everyone would have been so bored of you that they would have thrown you over into the Nile.
Why, you little...
Hey, guys, what's this?
The Passover Seder plate, you blithering simpleton.
You wouldn't understand. It's very wise.
What do you do at a Passover Seder?
Pretty much, you starve for a long time and then finally you get to have matzo ball soup.
We read together from this book that tells of our departure from the land of Egypt.
There are all these arguments in there. Like, some people think there were 10 plagues, and some people think there were 40, and some people think there were 50.
Disagreeing is part of the learning. They're all different ways to add up to the same thing.
So they still argue about it. That's my favorite part.
Oh, this is the holiday where we eat all those special foods.
Duh, that's every holiday.
It's not about the eating. It's about the symbols. The charoset is a tasty way to remember the bricks and cement our ancestors mixed. The bitter herbs are about...
Bitterness?
Oh, my stars and garters.
Well, he's right.
I like eating. It means we're free.
I suppose that is a sign of freedom, sitting around and enjoying a meal with the family.
And showing off with the questions we ask.
Hey, what about Junior?
Dudes, is it another holiday already? Whoa, I can't believe he even came tonight.
Yeah, he never shows up. Jealous.
I bet he doesn't even know how to ask a question.
Why don't we show him?
You could ask, why is this night different from all other nights?
Or, how can we sit here and celebrate freedom while there is still slavery and suffering in the world?
Or, where's the challah?
How about, why don't we have any sisters?
So those are the 4 children, and now it's time to tell the story. And as you know, the story of Passover all began with the unusual arrival of a baby who came in a little package, and a couple had to receive him and got him and say, who is this baby? And they decided to call him Clark Kent. And he grew up to save us. So the story of Passover is really not this, but it should be no surprise that the creators of Superman were Jews who actually sat through many Passover Seders, and you wonder if they got their inspiration from a real hero of Passover, Moses, who arrived because he was in a little basket capsule on the river. And somebody found him. This is Pharaoh's daughter. And this is Moses' sister, and they were all helping. And that's how we got Moses, the guy who actually came to save us. So let's continue with the story, but instead of just talking, let's sing a little bit. This is a great thing to do. It's a great, simple song, remembering slavery and hard work. When you're ready, Bang, 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 bang your hammers low. Bang, 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 give a heavy blow. For it's work, 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 every day and every night. For it's work, 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 when it's dark and when it's light. Dig, 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 dig your shovels deep. Dig, 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 there's no time to sleep. For it's work, 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 every day and every night. For it's work, 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 when it's dark and when it's light. And this is a beautiful song. It's a long song, but to me, it's always a great reminder of how this story is not just about some Hebrews long time ago. It's the story of any oppressed people and their struggles. And this is why we're going to say the words of Moses, let my people go, but we're going to sing the tune and the melody of all the African slaves here in America, right here around us, that found in this story inspiration for their own liberation. So let us join, let's do this twice. When Israel was in Egypt's land, let my people go. Oppressed so hard they could not stand, let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go. Let's do it again. When Israel was in Egypt's land, let my people go. Oppressed so hard they could not stand, let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land. Tell old Pharaoh, let my people go. Let my people go. And now is when we think of the plagues, and perhaps this year the ritual we're about to do becomes even more meaningful, because we usually remember the 10 plagues, great story that got us our freedom, but it is our tradition always that we remember that plagues are painful. And even though the Egyptians kind of asked for this, and it was needed for our liberation, we take from our wine, and as we mentioned each one of the plagues, we remember the suffering inflicted on the Egyptians, and therefore, some of us do it with our finger. You can do it with I don't know, some utensil. Finger is very good. We're gonna dip in our wine, and for each plague, this wine, symbol of our joy, we're gonna diminish and reduce some of our joy for each one of these suffering plagues. So we're going to take that wine as we say the plague, first in Hebrew and then in English. Ready? 10 plagues. Dam, blood. Tzefardea, frogs. Kinim, lice. Aro, wild beasts. Dever, cattle disease. Shechim, boils. Barad, hail. Arbe, locusts. Choshech, darkness. Makat bechorot, the slain of the firstborn. But this is the real story. Let's enjoy. Now, that was a beautiful version of the story. Save us from talking a lot. I hope you identified at least 20 different parts of the story, the burning bush and little Moses and all those other things, the Ark of the Covenant, all those wonderful things. Since we told the story, saw the story, it's time for Dayenu, enough for us. But basically what we're saying is it's enough that we were helped in so many different ways, and each one of them would have been enough for us to be grateful. So let us think of how grateful we are for the many things we still have to be grateful today, and let us sing Dayenu. Ilu otianu mimitzrahim, otianu mimitzrahim, dayenu, 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 dayenu. אילו נתן לנו את השבת, נתן לנו את השבת, דיינו. די דיינו, די דיינו, די דיינו, 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 די דיינו, די דיינו, די דיינו, דיינו, דיינו. אילו נתן לנו את התורה, נתן לנו את התורה, דיינו. די דיינו, די דיינו, די דיינו, דיינו, דיינו. די דיינו, די דיינו, די דיינו, דיינו, דיינו. Dayeno, it was enough for us to be grateful. So it's time for second cup of wine. Second cup of wine. So if you need a refill, we don't have to necessarily down a whole cup each time, but that's up to each one of us. So if we need a refill, get it. If not, get your cup ready, raise our cup, and let us join. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. L'chaim. And now it's time to do some questioning and some asking. What is this Pesach? So Pesach actually is the name of the offering, the sacrifice of a little goat. And we don't eat that anymore. So we may have a bone or may not have a bone. We vegetarians usually struggle with this part a little bit and skip the bone. We're not eating it anyway. And then this. So it's not good Passover if you're a sheep or a goat. But for everybody else, it's a great holiday. And one more thing that doesn't hurt anybody is an egg. So we have the egg, we have a very brown egg, and we have a very fresh egg. And you can eat it. We don't have to eat it. The egg is actually a reminder that if we were in the olden days in Israel, we will all maybe now be going to the temple in Jerusalem and bring some kind of offering. Something, doesn't have to be something big. We don't show up empty-handed. That's from the Torah. So this is our little offering, an egg, spring. So there's many symbolism, but this is our offering that we bring. And now, matzah. Can we have some matzah, Mayam, please? Thank you. So let's, everybody, grab a piece of matzah. It's the time to eat some matzah. Time, joy, happiness. So if we have the matzah, the bread of affliction, bread that is the bread of poverty, but it's still a bread and nourishes us, and that's why we say hamotzi. But then we also say the mitzvah of actually choosing to eat matzah, and is a way of choosing, because we could eat bread now, to empathize with all those who don't have much. So let us say the blessings. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. And now for the mitzvah of matzah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al achilat matzah. And let us say that matzah. Tastes wonderful. Or maybe not, but we're eating it because it's a mitzvah. And we have also, different traditions use different things. Sometimes people use the horseradish. In the Sephardic tradition of the Mediterranean, people use something like parsley for bitter herbs, maror, or again, your horseradish, whatever you have that is a bitter herb, we're going to eat now because this is a very, very old, it's already a Torah commandment that we have to taste the bitterness of slavery and oppression. One thing is to think about it and talk about it as a theory or when it happens to others, and another thing is for us to taste the bitterness. So this is what we're doing now. And before we're going to do that, we have a lesson, it comes from Rabbi Hillel. Rabbi Hillel had the custom of not eating just the bitter herbs with the matzah, because the lesson was, well, life gives us plenty of bitterness, but guess what? We can sweeten that. We can add sweetness. We can avoid the bitterness. We cannot not have it, but we can add sweeten factors to that, and we can do our part to do that. So we're going to do honoring Hillel, follow his tradition, who was some kind of a sandwich where he had the matzah, the bitter herbs, but then reaching out into our charoset. The charoset, hopefully sweet, reminding our mix of the mortar for the bricks. So if you can go ahead, you want to go ahead and make yourself a Hillel sandwich. The way Hillel taught us, life bitterness, we taste it, we embrace it, but we take upon ourselves to sweeten it. So, saying the prayer, the bracha, let's say, Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Kiddushanu B'mitzvotav V'tzivanu Al Achilat Marot. So we arrive at a time to eat. So we're gonna give everybody at home some time to eat, home here too, either the matzah ball, gefilte fish, whatever it is that you had for Passover. And we'll take some 15 minutes and we'll invite you, if you want, to stay here, keep the screen on. We're gonna mute ourselves also. And we'll see you in about 15 minutes. Meanwhile, we'll leave you with a song.
Do 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 do. Woke up in bed at the corner of Lex with a dream of how it used to be. Remembering the time of the Exodus and how the Jews were set free. Jumped in the cab, throwing a Seder for the first time. Look to the right and I see the Manischewitz sign. I'm hosting my first Seder, so please don't be a hater. My tummy's turning, hope my Seder is amazing. So much pressure that I'm schwitzing. That's when the matzah man turned on the radio. The Dayenu song was on, and the Dayenu song was on, and the Dayenu song was on. So I put my yarmulke on to play my song, and the butterflies fly away. Cleaning it up like yeah, grinding it up like yeah. Fill the wine up in Elijah's cup, I know it's gonna be okay. Yeah, the best Seder in the USA. Yeah, the best Seder in the USA. Get to my house in the taxi cab, everybody's looking at me now. Like, who's that kid that's rocking tzitzis? It's gotta be from out of town. So hard with comments not around me. It's definitely not an Easter party, cause all I see are Haggadah. Good thing I got the memo. My tummy's turning, hope my Seder is amazing. So much pressure that I'm schwitzing. This morning JM in the AM drum my favorite tune, and the Chadgadia song was on, and the Chadgadia song was on, and the Chadgadia song was on. So I put my yarmulke on to play my song, and the butterflies fly away. Breaking it up like yeah, lean to the left like yeah. Fill the wine up in Elijah's cup, I know it's gonna be okay. Yeah, the best Seder in the USA. Yeah.
the best Seder in the USA. Feel my soul has taken flight back to my homeland tonight. Seders get me every time. My Bobby gives a nod cause I did alright. So I got my yarmulke on, the playing my song, and the butterflies fly away. Hiding it up like yeah, finding it up like yeah. Fill the wine up in Elijah's cup, I know it's gonna be okay. Yeah, the best Seder in the USA. Yeah, the best Seder in the USA. So I got my yarmulke on, the playing my song, and the butterflies fly away. Drinking it up like yeah. Drinking it up like, drinking it up like, drinking it up like, yeah. Fill the wine up in Elijah's cup, I know it's gonna be okay. Yeah, the best Seder in the USA. Yeah, the best Seder in the USA. Gosh, I hope I get to do this next year in Jerusalem. The best Seder in the USA. Do 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 So I put my yarmulke on, they're playing my song, and the butterflies fly away. Breaking it up like yeah, lean to the left like yeah. Fill the wine up in Elijah's cup, I know it's gonna be okay. Yeah, the best Seder in the USA. Yeah, the best Seder in the USA.
There we go. Wow. We can't hear this, dude. See what's
It's them. They have it on mute or something. All you did was hit the mute button, Jake.
I don't know what happened.
Just yeah.
Let's test the video. Please, please.
I just don't want people watching it.
This guy hasn't put that fucking phone down the whole time. Minutes.
Happy Pesach, everyone.
Okay.
Another one.
So welcome back, everybody. Hope you are back. We see that most of you are somehow still eating. We can always eat, but one of the real issues we always have in Passover Seders is that by the time people start eating, nobody comes back to finish the Seder. Some people don't even know there's a second part of the Seder. So we're going to do it now. And you're welcome to continue eating, but we'll at least get this last part of the Seder going, and then we'll just enjoy our dinner with plenty of time. So we read from the book of Psalms. It's a beautiful verse. Azorim bedima berinaik soro. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy. So we don't ask for life to be easy. We ask for life to give us challenges we can meet, and then we'll be happy that we met them. So let us join. If you have this text in front of you, it's great to be a good guest and say thank you for the meal. And today we may not have guests that we invited, but we're all guests in this world. And we're getting food and we get to enjoy a wonderful world that we didn't make. We just arrived in it. So as good guests, let's thank God for everything that we get to enjoy and we got to enjoy today. So let us join. We thank God, daily nourishing all the world with abundance, godness, and kindness. As you give food and life to every living thing, may we all learn to do the same. May God bless our Seder gathering on this day. And time for the third cup of wine. I may need a refill. Misha, can I have some wine? Of course. So if you need a refill, third cup of wine. Ready? We're all good? Let us raise the cup. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen l'chaim. I see some cups being raised. That's awesome. And so we have a tradition that we open the door and symbolically we said, let all who are hungry to come and eat. We're not really welcoming people. We're staying distant nowadays, but we still open the door for Elijah, Eliyahu. And as you can see at the bottom of that door, Eliyahu the prophet, may he come soon in our days, ushering the messianic hopes and dreams of peace for all. So this is basically our waiting for that day when things will all be better, and we keep hoping. And we have a cup for Elijah. So if you have a cup for Elijah, this is the time to pour it. There's some traditions where everybody on the table pours a little bit of their wine in Elijah's cup as a way of symbolizing that we're all contributing and doing our part so that that day will come. when things will be better, we'll all live in peace, without worries. Meanwhile, let's hope Elijah actually doesn't come this year because, we need to keep social distancing and we don't know where he was and he's washing his hands all the time or not. So if this year the prophet doesn't come, I think we'll be fine. We'll give him another chance next time. And we have a great song, and it's a challenging song. It's a song in all these different steps. And I'll invite you to please join us. This is Chad Gadia, song about the goat and the cat and the fire. And this is a way of saying in a fun way and poetic way for the authors that in life, sometimes one trouble follows the next, but eventually we overcome all of those. So let us sing this story, Chad Gadia. We'll try to start slower and get faster as we go. Chad Gadia, Chad Gadia. One little goat my father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadia, Chad Gadia. Then came the cat and ate the kid my father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadia, Chad Gadia. Then came the dog and bit the cat that ate the kid my father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadia, Chad Gadia. Then came the stick and bit the dog that bit the cat that ate the kid my father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadia, Chad Gadia. Then came the fire and burned the stick that beat the dog that bit the cat that ate the kid my father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadia, Chad Gadia. Then came the water and quenched the fire that burned the stick that beat the dog that bit the cat that ate the kid my father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadia, Chad Gadia. Then came the ox and drank the water that quenched the fire that burned the stick that beat the dog that beat the cat that ate the kid my father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadia, Chad Gadia. Then came the butcher and slaughtered the ox that drank the water that quenched the fire that burned the stick that beat the dog that beat the cat that ate the kid my father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadia, Chad Gadia. Then came the angel of death and slew the butcher who slaughtered the ox who drank the water that quenched the fire that burned the stick that beat the dog that beat the cat that ate the kid my father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadia, Chad Gadia. Then came the Holy One, blessed be God, and slew the angel of death who slew the butcher who slaughtered the ox who drank the water that quenched the fire that burned the stick that beat the dog that beat the cat that ate the kid my father bought for 2 zuzim. Chad Gadia, Chad Gadia. And we arrived at the 4th cup of wine. So let us refill, enjoy, or finish up. And if we have a cup of wine, let us raise our cups. And if you have your video on, raise your cups. It'll be wonderful for us to see everybody's cup. Awesome, wonderful, beautiful. So, L'chaim, everybody, our 4th cup, L'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borech peri hagafen. And believe it or not, we said all the things we needed to say. We got to the end of the Seder, and there's a beautiful one line that symbolizes next year, may everything be better and nice and good. Next year in Jerusalem. So if you want to sing it, join me. L'shana haba'a b'Yerushalayim. 3 words. L'shana haba b'Yerushalayim, L'shana haba b'Yerushalayim, L'shana haba b'Yerushalayim, L'shana haba b'Yerushalayim. Next year in Jerusalem. Chag Sameach, happy Passover, everyone.